the issue of being accused of harboring subversive elements within your country who are undertaking activities detrimental to another country is a very serious thing, and you cannot ignore it. Now, this is a very difficult dilemma for Kenya, and people who think it's easy have to know that it's a very difficult dilemma, because there are two principles that we hold dear. But one principle, the principle of non-interference on the internal affairs of another country, is a rock-solid principle that goes to the very founding of states. Okay? And the state in question, namely Turkey, is a big player now in the region, as you know. It is involved in Somalia, it's involved in Ethiopia, it's involved around our neighborhood. And so when you view a matter of this nature from a peace and security lens, you can see the dilemma that sometimes we're confronted with. And so it's not a dilution or a departure from our cardinal principles necessarily. But, and this is where diplomacy, operates within. Diplomacy operates within the range of balancing interests and thinking in terms of what is the bigger good in this context. And sometimes we would rather err on the side of caution, and sometimes, that is consistent with principle. Sometimes we may take a position that appears completely out of tandem with principle. But I can tell you that in this case, it is very, very well considered position. And as a safeguard, the assurance that we can give is that we did seek assurance. The relevant agencies of the state sought assurance in terms of how these individuals will be treated. We received those assurances. Now, assurances in diplomacy is a very important thing. You take state assurance almost to the bank. Okay? And so these are not casual conversations. It is our very sincere hope and belief that these individuals will be subjected to due process consistent with the laws of the country as well as international principles. But again, I just want to reiterate that this does not dilute our humanitarian ethos and our firm belief that those fleeing persecution, those fleeing conflicts are welcome to our country.
Participants, today is your day, and also our colleagues from the other ministries. Today is by welcoming our peers. Dr. Abedi also welcome the peers. Colleagues, directors, we have the team from the PCS office, National Administration, of course, our Director General, joined by Dr. Raymond Omoro, and what is that by recognizing our Pan-African.
We probably need about 2 weeks or more. So I'll just give highlights, and from that, then we can have a solid discussion. So very quickly, that's